Are you playing two characters tonight, Will?
Arcadi is my wildfire spirit. I can only summon him twice.
Okay.
So he can only, he can only appear twice. But I made a character sheet for him because I didn't know the macros.
Yeah, that's perfectly alright. And we'll give these other two people a couple minutes, see if they show up, and then we'll get started. And while we're waiting,
How do I add the bonuses for the cloak of protection? Or do I just have to remember the +1?
If you equip it, it automatically takes that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it might not show on your AC on your main tab, but it does calculate it in.
Okay, cool.
Okay, and that is going. Close those windows. Let me do a little desktop housekeeping here, and then we'll get started. Okay, well, welcome to this Thursday night's Fantasy Grounds game day. We are playing Beneath the Black Rose, and let's see if I have a cover image for that. Does not look like it, but the PDF is available on Drive-Thru RPG. First things first, let's cover the safe gaming buttons, and at the top of the chat you'll see a red triangle and a red X. If you double click the triangle, it'll throw up a warning that the scene is getting uncomfortable. Let's pause the game and consider everyone at the table. If you do get uncomfortable, click the red X, and hey, it has gone too far. Both those buttons are anonymous. The other 5 that you see on the left-hand side are going AFK, back in the game, yes and no, smiley and frowny faces, and my personal favorite, hey, let's focus on the game and stop the chatter. And okay, yes, for the purposes of this game, I'm assuming that the party does know one another already, and for those of you who aren't playing a pre-gen and rolled up your own character, you're more than welcome to tell us about your character, and if you're feeling creative and playing a pre-gen, you're welcome to make something up on the spot. So we'll start with Gilead.
Guys, you see a Minotaur. He has been running around the Thar area of the Forgotten Realms and doing adventures there. And you see a holy symbol of Guaran Windstrom, which is the god of tracking in the Forgotten Realms. Well, he's medium, studded leather shield. He's got like a spear and a sling, and he's got a good set of horns on his head. And yeah, that's him. He's out for adventure. Oh, one thing, his charisma is 8. It looks like with that charisma, it looks like half his body was burned in a fire. So you do not want him to be the negotiation part of this.
And he'll quickly become the face of the party.
I know it.
And Casimir, you can go next.
Sure. You see before you, well, in when not in populated areas, an 8 feet tall Furbolg. He is used to be in from the Neverwinter forest region, but he has a search for stories. He's a storyteller, a bard. So he went on adventures to collect stories. He likes to tell stories in taverns and such, getting perhaps money and lodging for the party. He's happy to be the face of the party, even if it doesn't, he doesn't always, he's not always wise enough to know when to shut up, but he's happy to be the face.
All right. Bardem? And we'll come back to him. Daviat?
Devat.
Devat.
A tribal dragon born from the Anarok Desert. Doesn't wears his robes and has some sorcerer's magic, but not a friendly guy, but not super into civilization. So kind of naive in that way, but charming nonetheless.
And Bardem, are you with us?
I'm here. Yeah, sorry. I don't know. Somehow I got disconnected for a second. So,
Oh, no, you're good.
let's see. Apparently I grew up on a pirate ship. I say apparently because this is a pre-gen, so making this up as I go along. In spite of being a pirate, I took to some sort of a holy path here. But I like to get in there and mix it up. It must be that whole pirate background. Call down the wrath of the storms as necessary. I don't know how I can stand up on a ship because I'm a little clumsy, but nevertheless, like I say, I like to get in there and mix it up and just have a little fun, have a little adventure.
All right.
All right. Yeah, that is a great introduction for a pre-gen. And I'll start by giving everyone an inspiration right off the bat. Since we're 2 players short tonight. You all are traveling together. You've had a couple adventures together, and you're basically looking for your next great adventure and hopefully get paid for it. And it's getting nighttime, and you all find an inn called the Black Rose. And give me just a second, I'll throw you all on the map. And really, it's the only place for miles that you've seen that are worth staying in. And And I'm going to pull the familiar off the map until we need it. And yeah, it's a well-kept inn. It's got hot meals, an ale, and clean rooms. It's a little dated, but like I said, it is clean and warm. And the food is decent. And let me just. I've got a token for him. And the barkeep is a man named Cecil. And Cecil is a yeah, he's a you can tell by his muscular build, he is either a fighter or an ex-mercenary, something along that lines. Few scars on the face, and as you walk in and grab a table, he walks over to you and says, "Welcome to the Black Rose. What can I do for you? What would you like?"
Number one, sir, beer.
He's sorry. He looks like he's a human.
Yes, he is human.
Okay. Wait, so who's the orc picture in the map? Is that Cecil?
That is Cecil. Well, I guess he is an orc. It's been a while since I've run this.
I mean, it could be a human with a big tooth. I mean,
very ugly
maybe you
human.
shouldn't judge by appearance.
Yeah, according to the NPC sheet, he's a any race.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, Cecil, we are looking for a place to stay and some beer and food. Food sounds good. Do we see any bards, performers, anything around in the tavern? How many people are there?
No, actually, the place is, Cecil goes, it's a slow night, and, I've got some really good food on hand, and let's see. Somewhere I actually have a menu. Traveler's Handbook is the one I want. I've got some roasted mutton. We got some King's Ale on tap that I highly recommend if you're into ale. And,
Sounds good.
got a couple other things. I might have some leftover duck from last night.
I'll take the duck.
You know,
Pint of ale, sir. Some of that
Gilead's
beef-
like,
beef stew.
Gilead's
Some-
like, just knock its horn off, wipe its nasty ass, and chunk it right here on the plate. I'm good. 8 charisma, folks.
Well, I'll take some of the mutton you said. That sounds good. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, give me just a couple minutes and I'll bring it out to you. And, he disappears into the back and you can hear him shuffling around, and he comes out with this big tray with these extra large size or helpings of food. And, he's bringing a couple of pints because, he's figuring you're going to drink more than one. And he's like, yeah, like I said, it's a slow night, so I gave you double helpings on everything.
Well, that's mighty generous.
Yeah,
Good to me, my good man.
generally we're kind of packed, but lately business has been a little bit of a downturn and so forth. But
Any particular reason?
no, not really. I don't know. I guess people are just at home tonight. Yeah, generally the weekends are our really busiest time, but just I haven't seen many travelers on the road this week.
And while he went into that, Devot just grabbed a hunk of meat and just started kind of gnawing at it while he was listening.
Oh yeah, we're carrying on conversation like with our mouths full and beer spilling and then stuff like that. We're great.
Already down half my pint.
Yeah.
I'm a good pirate.
I think all of us are monstrous races. Maybe that is.
Are we? Yeah.
We got Burdum. What race are you?
I'm a human.
Okay. So 3 monstrous races and a human.
All right, everybody starts to look the same after another pint.
I love it. But he goes on, and he's got a I run the inn, and he starts talking about he was he used to fight in the arenas as a gladiator and so forth, and finally that life just got old, so he's opened up an inn.
Do we? Does it look like he has like scars and such?
Yeah, you can definitely see some facial scars. He's got a little bit of a limp.
Maybe we get some more ale and you can roll around with Gilead.
Well,
He seems like he'd do well in an arena.
I think Casimir would be fascinated to hear some maybe like could you tell me maybe like some stories from your gladiator days, like some specifically some memories that you have, like what was the best fight that you had, or like what was the worst fight that you have?
Yeah. Maybe he starts telling you these stories, and one time me and a guy I didn't like were fighting together in an arena against a couple of lions, and we defeated the one lion, but this other one was just massive, and not that I show a lot of fear in my life, but this time round I was a little concerned. Are we going to be able to beat this? And the guy I was fighting with, he was a real jerk, and he didn't like me, and I definitely didn't like him. And you know, we're getting ready to attack this lion, and you know, the guy sucker punched me. And that's not right. That's not right. So,
I
you
got it.
know,
Oh,
go ahead.
no, I was just saying. I think I'm just taking notes and being busy. Yeah, I'm fascinated by the whole story.
Yeah, so, I'm waiting until this lion starts to charge, and, this a-hole, he's like, I'm going to handle it. I'll show you how to fight a lion. And as he took a step up, I tripped him. And the lion attacked him, and I become the victor because I snuck around and plunged my sword into the back of the lion while this guy's getting eaten. And that was the last time we ever fought together.
Sometimes you fight smarter, not harder.
Absolutely. Um, um, you hear some noise on the stairs, and you look over in that direction, and you see this little 7-year-old girl. And he yells up, he's like, what do you need, Nell? And Nell goes, I would like a glass of water, please. And I'm going to unlock tokens if y'all want to move freely on the map. And he's like, yeah, certainly, I'll get it for you now. And he goes over and um, gets a mug full of water and brings it over to her, and very gently hands it to her, and Nell's very appreciative, and he's like, now you need to go back to your room now. And she goes, okay, thanks, Cecil. And she turns around, takes a big drink, just trying to be uh, one of the monstrous races in the room and looking big, and she just pours it back like she's drinking a nail, and uh, she says, thanks again, Cecil, and she hops up the stairs, and a few seconds later you can hear a door shut upstairs, and he's like, that's Nell, and she's her and her parents are staying with us for a while.
Hmm.
And, he comes back over and he sits down and tells these outlandish stories, and he's asking you all about your backgrounds and so forth. And, eventually it's late, and Cecil looks at you all, and it's like, would you all like a room?
You name it. Yeah.
I let
Probably.
out a
That sounds
thunderous
good.
burp, and I say, yes, I would love a room for the night.
Probably a
It
couple
is
of rooms.
very good. It's relaxing me.
Oh, okay, that's great. And yeah, give me just a second, and he goes back behind the bar, and he's like, as I said, it's a slow night, and well, I've got a room for each one of you.
Do
And
we
he comes.
want do we want separate rooms?
Yes.
Sure.
No reason not to live a little luxuriously.
Sounds good. I'm all for separate rooms.
All right.
Okay, and yeah, he hands you a key, and each key's got a room number on it, and he's like, gentlemen, I'll just put everything on your bar tab, and we'll settle up in the morning when you come down.
Oh
Uh,
well. How much did that cost us?
He looks at you and he's like, "That's 500 gold pieces each."
I spit the giant piece of whatever I was eating out.
And you see him roar back, and he just lets out this big belly laugh, and he's like, "I gets them all the time."
You
And yeah, he goes and tells you that, yeah, we're running a special, and it's only a gold piece, and that covers your drinks and your bar tabs, and I even make a fantastic poached egg breakfast that I'll throw in
Okay.
with no additional charge.
So I will pick
Amazing.
up what I was chewing and start watching and start eating it again, and then hand him a gold.
And he's just laughing. He's like, hey, everyone's so gullible when I tell him that. And so you
well, you
all
got us.
uh, you finish up eating and so forth. It's getting late. Cecil stops telling stories and goes back and starts cleaning the bar area and getting everything ready for the next day. And you all retire to your rooms. And yeah, there's like I said, the entire place is a little dated, but the rooms are clean. There's fresh linens on the bed, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, I mean,
Noteworthy. Anything else noteworthy in the room? Is it just basically a bed,
Yeah,
table?
there's a bed, there's a small table with a chair, a dresser, um, a couple of paintings that you wouldn't expect a half orc to have hanging. There's flowers and sunsets and
Does anything look magical? Something maybe creepy? This
uh,
seems too good to be true.
no, everything seems normal. Nothing out of the ordinary, nothing that would raise any suspicion.
Well, then might as well live in luxury for one night.
Dave would go right into his room and just hop on the bed and just not even really even glance around the room. He's just like, this looks nice, and goes ahead and lays up for the evening.
All right, and yeah,
How heavy is the table look? Like, is it just like kind of a little one-person sort of table in the
uh,
room?
yeah, it's a little bit bigger than a nightstand, but it's smaller than like the tables that you sat at downstairs. And, just enough room for one person to write. And, it's made out of hardwood, so, probably 20, 30 pounds.
I'm gonna take my table and move it against the door.
Yeah, you are able to wedge it between the door and fairly confident that it would take a lot to break through it.
I think I'll take an hour and write down the stories Cecil said in my book to embellish and tell them later in taverns, as me as the protagonist.
Okay, and yeah, you're in your room a couple hours, and Casimir, since you would have the light on while you're writing. Um,
Mhm.
Sometime after midnight, There is a banging on the door. It is a frantic and loud knock, and you hear a little girl crying, "Help me! She's going to get me! Please!"
Yeah, I'm going to open the door. I think I am going to ignore little child crying. I'm going to open the door and is it Nell? You said?
Yes, you do see Nell. She's standing out in the hallway. She is petrified and, I mean, just shaking with fear. And she points down the hallway, and you see this black-haired, green-eyed ghost slowly moving down the hallway, and her pale fingers are reaching out for Nell.
I'm going to immediately cast Protection from Evil and Good on Nell.
Okay. Yeah, as she gets closer, um, and that's one willing creature. Yeah, as she starts getting closer to Nell, uh, she kind of stops, and it's almost like she knows that this protection spell uh, has been cast on Nell, and she, the ghost turns around, and it rapidly shoots back down the hallway, and you can see it float down the stairs going into the main bar area.
Okay, I am not going to follow the ghost. I'm going to go wake everybody up. Wake up, wake up. We got a ghost. This is not a nightmare. I was awake. I saw everything.
Did it bother you? I mean, ghosts are not that.
Well, the ghost was trying to eat Nell, and it just went downstairs. Maybe it went after Cecil, but not sure if it's coming back. But just in case, could somebody maybe go check? Who is not me? Or maybe we could, just, some couple of us could go check.
All right, so I will cast Produce Flame, which I can hold in my hand for light and poke. Oh, I'll grab my shield and my spear. I won't put on armor, but I'll grab my shield and spear and look outside.
I will. I will go with you and cast light just on the tip of my staff to project just general light ahead of us as we, go through the dark hallway.
And Nell is holding onto you very tightly, Casimir, and she's got this little rag doll in her hand, and as she looks up at you, and in these childish eyes with fear, she goes, "Dorothy says she's scared, but Mommy and Daddy told us to be brave." And, Mommy and Daddy, they said they would be right back, that, it was some time ago, saying that they had to check something out downstairs, and, they haven't come back.
Did they leave this evening?
Yeah, they left probably a couple of hours ago.
Hmm. Is Dorothy your doll?
Uh, yes, this is Dorothy, and she holds her doll up to her.
And did you and Dorothy... Wait, where did the ghost come from? Were you in your room when the ghost attacked?
Yeah, their room, as you go up the stairs, your all's rooms are the closest toward the stairs, and she's in one of the far back rooms. And she's like, yeah, I was hearing a noise, and all of a sudden this ghost comes out, and I'm child, I want you. And, I just took off screaming and hoping that one of you all would help me, which you did. Thank you.
I've been very brave. But maybe stay with me for a moment when I go check. When I go check.
Yeah, you're coming back, aren't you?
Yes, of course. I mean, I was hoping you would come with us downstairs at least for a moment. But you could stay here if you want.
I'll go as far as the top of the stairs. And the rest of you all, as you head downstairs, the tavern that was so warm and welcoming is now empty. The fire is out, the lamps have been extinguished, and uh, you can hear this wind outside that is causing this low groan to howl through the
So,
room as it comes down the chimney.
Is there still wood in the fireplace?
Yes, there is.
okay,
Uh,
Gilead's going to go light the fireplace with the woods, and also any candles or lanterns use this produce flame, on his hand to get some light going in the room.
Yeah. As you relight the fire in the fire or the wood in the fireplace, uh, you become aware that behind the bar, you see Cecil, and Cecil is standing there, and he's just staring out into the darkness while he's polishing this glass.
You okay, Cecil? And Devat starts to walk over towards him, but not getting like within arm's reach, kind of approaching slowly, as it seems a little off.
Yeah, he just he's robotically cleaning this glass, and
Okay,
it's almost like he hasn't heard you.
Hold on.
Devat will approach even slower and then reach out his staff and nudge Cecil in the shoulder.
Cecil kind of rocks back for a second, and he blinks a couple of times, and he's like, you all need to get the hell out of here. You're not welcome here. I demand that you leave immediately.
Okay, I am dropping something in the tower. Other DMs have used medicine. Well, no, let's do this. I will drop this in the tower for insight. This is sounding like completely opposite of the way he was before. Has something really affected his psyche?
Well, Cecil, we paid for the night, though.
You can tell, Gilead, that yes, your assumption is correct. Something is not right, and he might be under. You're suspecting that he's under the influence of something or someone. and
Oh.
he's like, "I told you all to leave."
Well, that's not very nice. I don't want to leave. We already paid our gold. And Devat nudges him again.
Cecil, or I'm sorry, Gilead will cast protection from good and evil on Cecil. If he is possessed, it gives it an advantage to scoot whatever is possessing him out. So if he was, the way I always played it is if he was possessed by a ghost, he gets saves, and those give him advantage on those saves.
And that would be with advantage. There we go. And you can see this look of conflict across his face. He's fighting something internally. And he drops the glass on the floor and it shatters. And he reaches under the bar and he comes out with this iron longsword. And he's like, "If you're not going to leave on your own, I'm going to make you leave." And it's time to roll for initiative, gentlemen.
Probably shouldn't have gotten
Right.
a melee range.
Brilliant.
I'm not going into
So
melee
I would
range.
hold on. I would be right there with him on the bar. Oh crap! Let me code my horse because I've got to.
Oh,
You said
Harold.
hold on.
Oh. That is quite bad.
Just a little bit.
You think?
Okay.
It makes sense. Devat wasn't ready for it. He was sitting there nudging a guy half asleep.
And
What? They don't have a normal mace here. I'll use stuff. I just need a mace or
Sorry.
something close to. Let's do this. Short
yeah,
sword.
there's a normal mace.
See, it keeps giving me all this infused stuff, but no, I'm items. It keeps
So you're
giving
cutting
me
in
this.
and out. I'm not sure what you're saying exactly. Let me know when to start and stuff.
Yeah, I threw a regular mace in the party sheet if you need it.
Oh, okay. Let me do that way. And then you said in the party sheet.
Correct.
All right. So we're gonna do this.
And while you're coding that, Casimir, you're up, sir.
I'm going to cast Suicidal Laughter on him. I don't want to hurt him, but you're not leaving us any choice. All right.
Oh, and he made his
He
saving
made a
throw.
save. Okay, well, he's wise, I suppose. With that done, I guess. You know what? I'm just going to stay there. That is my turn. That is my turn.
And let's see, Gilead was the one that poked him, right?
No, Devot.
Devat. Okay. And yeah, Devat, you see this iron longsword come swinging at you. Oh, that was so close to that crit. And you know, you see a look of frustration go across Cecil's face, and it quickly turns into um shit. I lost my word. Anyway, yeah, he's swinging again,
Jeez.
and
Fun times.
that one
His
missed.
heart is not in it.
And I'm changing my dice.
All right, this I'm gonna just try to hit him with the horns. This is non-lethal, and I miss. A 10 will miss him, and then
Yeah.
I will go ahead and pass my turn.
Devot will, after having kind of like leaned back and easily dodging those two strikes, he says, "Oh, we're not in the ring anymore. Stop it!" And will jut his staff forward and shocking grasp onto Cecil.
Nice shot.
That feels like a hit. So roll the damage on him. And as soon as he throws that shock into Cecil, Devot will also look back and just take a few steps back into the side. Not too far, but just far enough to make sure that someone else can take the lead.
Okay.
And then that will be his turn.
The druid is the party tank.
It seems like it.
We're in trouble.
Maybe the cleric.
All right, so now it's me. It's Bartum's turn. Right?
Yes.
Yep.
5. There, I can't quite reach him. I don't think I can quite reach him, can I? Let me see something here. No, I only have 30-foot move. Well, I think what I will do, I'm still going to move. I'm going to move right to there. Oops. Yeah, there we go. All right, we'll move right to there, and I am going to ready an action that if Cecil comes towards me, 'cause I really don't want to hurt him. If he comes towards me, I'm going to attempt to just shove him, give him a shove him. You can using an attack action
Okay.
to try to knock him down. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. Because I think he's totally possessed. I don't think he's himself. I don't really want to hurt him.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
Okay. And it's not summoned.
All right. What can I do? Well, he needs to get his head together. So, I am going to. Yep, I'm going to, with my action, try to cast a vicious mockery at him. Just viciously mock him. Oh, Cecil, your meat was as bad as you. No, Cecil. How are you so wise? Alright. As a bonus action, I am going to throw a bardic to Gilead. Just in case, you're
Thank
doing
you.
great. Tank for us.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. Alright.
Great.
That is my turn.
Okay, and well, Gilead's closest, and
Yeah.
you're gonna see this longsword come at you, and it's a
Ooh.
hit. That's a lot.
Oh my
Okay.
god, so much dice.
Oh wow!
Shit.
Nice longsword.
And with that, Cecil's going to come out and yeah, he's gonna do his second attack against Bartum, which misses.
Do I get to try to shove him as he's doing
Oh,
that?
yes, you would.
Okay, so that's a strength check for me.
Or athletics.
Or athletics. Let me see what's my...
Just
athletics.
roll athletics and
Oh, actually, athletics is better, yeah. Okay. Looks like
and then he
athletics is better.
opposes with his.
Oh, I got a 20.
Ooh.
Ooh, natural one.
And
Nice.
you shove him back 5 feet.
So actually, it says if you succeed, you either knock the target prone or push it 5 feet away from you.
Which do you want
So
to
he
do?
wants him prone.
I want to knock him down. Just knock him prone.
Knock him prone. So
I just knock him down. I give him a shove and down he goes.
Cecil goes down.
All right. That
Cecil,
hurt.
you're not yourself. I tower over top of him. I'm shouting at him. Wake up, man.
That hurt. Okay. So he already has the prone condition on him.
Correct.
Cecil does. Okay. And then let me burn. Sorry, guys. Let me burn that spell. Okay. So I'm going to target Cecil. Make sure that. Yeah. Once again, this is subdual damage.
Nice.
Yeah, we're gonna count everything as non-lethal since you all don't want to kill him.
Ah. Well,
We're sure we don't want to kill him? He's waving that sword around pretty hard.
He seems like a good guy. He's just not himself.
All right. Devon will walk. He's knocked prone, right? So
He
Devon
is
will walk.
prone.
We'll go ahead and. Yeah, he'll throw a firebolt at him. Can that be non-lethal even? Doesn't
No, but we can heal him as soon as he goes down. Get him
Yeah.
down.
Fireball?
You know what?
Firebolt.
Firebolt. But no, actually, what he'll do is he'll come in and I was like, I'll try to shock him awake again, and he'll step forward and go ahead and shock and grasp him again. While he's down. All right, and damage. And so they'll come in and zap him again, and then step back a few feet before he ends his turn.
Okay, Bartum.
He's still prone, right?
He is prone.
He is prone, so can I grapple him and just hold him down?
It'd be opposed checks. It'd be, your athletics versus his.
But I would get advantage right now.
I don't know about that one.
That's a good question.
I just want to kind of hold him down. I'm assuming the only way I can really do that is to sort of grapple him somehow. If I just push him, like hold him down, or maybe that's another shove just to hold him
Yes,
down.
you can grapple a prone creature, which prevents them from standing up until the grapple is broken.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do that. Just hold him down.
So make a strength roll, please.
Or you can use athletics again.
Use athletics again.
Yeah,
Do I
whichever's
get
higher.
Do I get any advantage on that or not?
No.
Okay, so it's just a straight up roll. Okay, here we go. Oh,
Ugh. Cecil has advantage.
Wait.
He rolled 2 die.
Yeah, I was getting ready to make his possession check. So, yes, he rolled
I
a
will.
15, so he would be grappled.
okay, so I'm just holding him down. I'm shouting in his face, "Wake up! Wake up, man! What's the matter with you?"
So Cecil is prone and grappled. Okay, I think that pretty much does it for your turn. And
All right.
I have no idea whether that's helpful or not, but anyway.
Yeah, it is. If you keep him prone, I can keep just braining him with my horns, and eventually we'll knock him out. We'll just do it that way.
Hold him down.
All right. So bonus action, I am going to throw a bardic at the burden. Good job. Keep him down. I will. And I will do something that I've never done before, which is I'm going to start a counter charm song on my
Ooh.
Pandor. As an action, until the end of your next turn, any creature that can hear me gains advantage on saving throws against frightened or charm. And I'm going to stay there. That is my turn.
Okay, and let's see.
Should actually have thrown that on everybody as well.
He gets advantage. And you see this inner conflict again occurring inside of Cecil, and he's all of a sudden the what? Get off of me, you oaf!
Good man.
I'm going to put my foot on Cecil. Is he really who he says he is, according to that insight check?
According to your insight check, he is who you can't. You see traits of the normal Cecil come back.
Okay, then I will lift my foot off of his shoulder.
Well, I get up off him and I sort of, good man, you're back with us.
What the hell are you all doing?
I think you have a ghost
I
problem.
point to my bleeding ribs and saying, defending against you, sir.
What? Oh my God, here. And, since you're off of him, he's no longer grappled. He's going to stand up, and he's like, oh my God, I did that to you. I am so sorry. And he runs behind the bar, and he comes out with the first aid kit. And, he starts bandaging your wounds, and he's like, here, drink this.
I smell it.
And it smells like a horrible concoction, but
I chug it.
it'll be all right. Drink it.
Oh, yeah, I chug it.
And it's bitter, it's foul tasting, and it's a local healing concoction, and
Okay, how much does it heal?
surprisingly,
Mm-hmm.
it heals you all.
Mhm.
You're looking down, you're seeing your wounds close and so forth, and he's like, "Oh my God, I'm sorry. That's never happened before."
This is selling the concoction by any chance? Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, got any more of those?
No, I really wish that I did. There's this old woman that lives down the way, and she come in one day and tried to sell me this, and I kind of felt sorry for her, and she's like, put it in your first aid kit. At some point in time, it'll come in handy.
We might need directions to her place when we're done here.
I say to Cecil,
All right, so
this this has made me rather thirsty. How about an ale? Could I trouble you for another
what-
ale?
What
what happened to our
happened to the
little
ghost?
girl?
Oh yeah, that is true as well.
Nell is on the stairs just watching everything, and now that she sees that Cecil's back to normal, she runs over to him and starts hugging him. Are you okay, Cecil? And he's patting her on the head and saying, yeah, I'm fine. And he's like, come on, Nell, you can help me. And he goes back behind the bar. And him and Nell start pulling out these mugs. And he walks over to the kegs and so forth, and it pours you all some mugs of ale and puts them on the bar. And he's like, "I am so sorry this happened. This has never happened before."
I say, Cecil, well, I'm glad you're back with us. Has this ever happened to you before? Something like this? I ask
Uh,
him, and I.
no, we've seen the ghost, but you know,
You
from
have seen the ghost before? What?
yeah, you know, when I bought this place, uh, there was a rumor, or actually a legend going around that, you know, that this place has been haunted for decades, and you know, every once in a while, you see a glimpse of Eliza, and you know, but she might move a few items, you know, the typical ghost stuff, but this time round, you know, it doesn't make any sense, and um, you know, the legend says, and and he's like, hold on just a minute, and he reaches down, and you see him put his hands on the side of Nell's head, and he's covering her ears, and he's pushing in just a little bit to make sure that she can't hear what he's about to say. And, you know, the legend says that Eliza was abducted and murdered here in this inn, but nobody knows by whom. And the legend says that, you know, she's searching the halls for her daughter so that she can say goodbye. And, you know, other tales say that, you know, she's searching for her killers to get revenge and so forth. And, you know, I guess Nell's presence here in the inn over the past couple of weeks, you know, might have just triggered that.
Okay. Does this place have a basement?
It's pretty sad.
Can I make a insight check just to see if there's any reason why it might appear that he's not really telling the truth about this?
Yeah,
About
you sure
whether it's
can.
happened before?
And yeah, for everything you can tell, he's being honest and believes what he is saying.
Okay.
Do you know?
Oh, I
Do you
also
know?
asked him, have you seen Nell's parents?
That's the same question I was going to ask.
Oh,
So I'm
Um,
gonna go upstairs and grab my armor and then start putting it on because the fit has officially hit the shin.
Hmm.
um, he's like, no, I haven't seen Nell's parents in a while, and you know, yeah, there's a locked door. We have a basement, and yeah, down in the cellar, you know, there's a locked door, and I've never had a key to open it. The guy that I bought the tavern from, he didn't have the key either, and you know, supposedly it goes to an old cistern, but uh, you know, I have kind of wondered if what's behind the door is connected to the ghost.
You bought a place and you never opened the locked door?
You know, some
So does
things you
any
just don't want to know about until now.
denial is a wonderful defense. Is anybody proficient in the roguely arts?
Sure.
No.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I'd ask Cecil again, when was the last time you saw Nell's parents that you can remember?
Well, I remember seeing him go upstairs for the evening, and I'll be honest. I really don't remember a whole lot since you all went upstairs. I couldn't tell you what I've been doing.
Would you mind if we go down to the cellar and look at the door?
You were cleaning that glass there.
Oh, I was. I can't believe I broke a glass. Those things are expensive nowadays. And no, hold on just a second, and he steps back over to a portion of the bar, and he's like, that's kind of strange. Generally, I keep these boxes over top of it, and they've been moved. And, I don't remember moving them. And but he's like, yeah, you all can go down there and um he pulls up the trap door, and you can see a set of stairs going down.
Wait, so the
I look
trap.
around before I consider going down, and where's Nell? Just looking around to see if.
Yeah, Nell's not leaving Cecil's side.
Okay. And she
And
still has her doll with her?
yes, she does.
And is the doll moving or making insane Chucky sort of movements here?
Not in this particular adventure.
Okay. I'm just, you got to cover all your bases with this stuff.
The one for the Chucky doll is called the Haunt, and if you
Yeah.
ever get the chance to play it, absolutely, it is a great module.
Okay. So I'm the most tanky thing we have here. We're so hosed. All right, I'll sling a shield on and start going down these stairs. I've got produce flame. Wait, we have a human, right?
Yeah.
What?
I can cast a light spell too. It's just
Okay.
Also, I have a candle if somebody wants.
So we've all got lights because we're all scared of the dark. Got it.
I do I do put my armor on before I go down. I run upstairs and put my armor on. Grab.
I will mage hand my candle and like 30 feet ahead of me in case somebody attacks the light.
Okay. And yeah, give me just a second. I got the hiccups.
Oof.
And got a new map coming at you. And yeah, you descend down, and Cecil's like, I'll take good care of Nell while you're all down there. And you see boxes and barrels, and this basement was dark and damp. Now it's just damp. And over in the corner, you do see a doorway that has it's been covered in dust and cobwebs, and
All right,
you
guys,
can see
stop.
signs that it has been opened recently.
Well, that's what I was fixing to do. They don't have it here, but racial stuff, I get advantage on survival.
Ah, cool.
So before we go tromping all over sign, I'll stop and read it.
No, you see signs that the door has been opened recently. There's trails. You can see a couple of the cobwebs around the door handle have been moved and so forth.
I will
Okay.
use Mage Hand to push it open if I could, and stop trying to,
Yeah, and you recall that Cecil said that, this door's been locked.
Hadn't been used in a while, right? Or ever. He said he's never.
Yeah, he's never opened it, but now, you recall him saying that, and you're surprised when you send your mage hand, and I'm gonna unlock tokens so y'all can move freely. You're surprised that when the handle does turn.
to be
And,
lookout for any like rats or small creatures that I could speak with if I see any.
okay. And, sorry guys, this map doesn't have line of sight. We're doing the old school masking.
No worries.
Cecil's not with us, right?
Yeah. In fact, as soon as the door opens, Deva would yell back up the ladder. We're going to be down here for a while. Don't forget those poached eggs.
Don't worry, I won't. I owe it to you guys.
So maybe get some of those more potions.
If she comes by in the middle of the night, I'll make sure to get you one.
All right.
And you open the door, and behind it, you see a set of stairs leading down, and the smell of stagnant water rises up from the darkness.
Devat's snout, starts twitching, very canine-like. It's not great. Not great, guys. You sure we want to go down there?
Gilead's already headed down, muttering something if anybody understands Dwarven.
And as you start to descend the stairs, you see this wide cavern, and it's got this waist-high, brackish water standing in it.
Let's avoid the waist-high, brackish water. Thank you.
And to the north of the cavern, you can see a small set of stairs leading up out of the water. And
Can we see anything through the water as our light starts to hit it? Is there any like shapes or shadows or?
as you bend over to look in the water, you see yourself reflected back, but you see an undead version of you looking back at you.
Is there anything that Devat would recognize magically as far as like an Arcana check that would be worth rolling?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Random spooky effect. Got it.
Okay. Well. Wait, the water doesn't look magical?
I'm gonna die pretty attractively. That's not too bad.
Is there any way to go around, or do you have to go through the water?
You're gonna
That's
have to go through the water.
Ah.
That's what I'm trying to do, is avoid that.
I don't think you can actually go that way.
Yeah, even though you're clinging on the side, you're able to find a handhold here and there and a part of a ledge, but in the end, you end up in the
Oh,
water.
sure, I'm sure.
But
Okay.
as you get closer toward the tunnel, above it,
Hmm.
carved into the rock very crudely, you see the words enter and cast death aside. Enter and cast death aside.
Mm.
That's a little
Before I
ominous.
do anything else, I'm going to cast resistance on myself. Which is just a cantrip. Anybody else want resistance?
Is
I
it
mean, sure. As
concentration?
soon as Gilead hit the water, Devot would have hesitantly wadded in as well and kept following. You know, all resistance is nice.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. And as you get closer, and actually where you're able to see up the stairwell, you can tell it branches off into you've got tunnels on the left and right, but straight ahead of you, and let's click there. You see a room with some high back chairs gathered around a table, and there's these yellowing parchments on the table. Um, you can see an altar sitting in a small little alcove just behind the table.
As we approach, Devot would go right to the parchment and start reading them up and trying to see what they are.
And
Like left and right rooms.
yes, you can see the caverns, and from where you're at, let me unmask the map a little more.
Can I make a religion check by the altar to see if I can understand what there's any significance to it?
And yes, Arcana or yeah, let's go religion on the altar. And you can tell that uh, that this is an altar to the god of death. And
Oh,
you can
goody.
see these five desiccated ring fingers from five different hands lying before it in a bronze offering dish.
That sounds bad. That doesn't sound good.
Do I find anything of note in the parchments on the table?
Let me get a Arcana or Religion on them.
I'm going to cast, as people are looking through, I'm going to say, hey, guys, maybe give me 1 second and I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
We'll let you ritually cast.
I can't because it's one of my innate fireball spells. It's not ritual.
I
Are they in Are they in
Yeah.
different languages or?
While you're casting your detect magic spell,
Mhm.
you're reading these parchments, and it explains a vampirism ritual. And the ritual calls for the intended vampires to kill an innocent woman and bury themselves in the ground beneath her flowing blood. And your magic knowledge, you are able to instantly know that this is bullshit. That is not how you become a vampire.
Okay.
Well,
Dave, I would explain this, roughly as he's reading it. But it sounds like some people were trying to get into some dark shit down here.
when you use the tabloids to dabble in the darkness, what do you expect? While he's ritually casting detect magic, I will be ritually
I have
casting.
already casted it. It's one of the innate spells. I can't actually ritually cast it.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'm ritually taking 10 minutes to ritually cast comprehend languages. So it's up for an hour.
Does anything seem magical, Jim?
No, you are not detecting any magic in this room.
Okay. I'm going to try to see if any of the scrolls on the on the table is like, I don't know, has any magic scrolls or something.
Yeah,
Well,
there's no magic.
mhm.
Just a lot of notes dealing with vampires, and really the only thing of any note is this bogus vampirism ritual.
Okay, so I'm establishing this. If they talk about shining vampires, I'm nuking the entire table.
It
We
looks
get
like we have 3 different ways we can go here, right? We can go.
yes, you do have. Let me open the mask up a little bit more at the north. Uh, Ahead of you, you can see that there's a tunnel to, well, both in front of you and behind you. There are tunnels and rooms to the right and to the left of you.
David, after looking, he would just kind of start wandering back into the left.
Okay.
I'll follow. I'm gonna follow Devat
Yeah.
and Gilead.
I think, well, let's go left.
Okay, and let me close a couple of windows.
Yeah.
And yes, as you enter this room, you see the path is packed dirt and it leads into a small room. There are 6 burlap bags and 2 chests that are inside this room.
David would immediately just continue walking in and poke one of the bags with his staff, just to get like, what does it feel like? Is it heavy? Is it squishy? Is it flour?
When the head rolls out,
Let's see.
Nice.
Yeah, in the burlap bags, when you're poking them, you can hear the sounds of coin.
And David would just go over and upend the first bag.
Anything magical?
You have your spell still up, and no, you are not detecting any magic in this room. And as you upend the bags, where is the parcel? Yeah, about 800 copper pieces and a couple of handfuls of silver are contained amongst all the burlap bags.
Poor Cecil didn't know what he was missing down here. And Davon, after he kind of sees it all,
he
put it back into the bag and at least the first bag and kind of tie it up and move it off to the side before going at the next bag.
You realize that's like 8 gold worth of copper and probably weighs what?
Yep.
Money's money, man.
Okay.
Yeah, amongst all the bags, you find a total of 800 copper pieces and 34 silver pieces.
I'm gonna go over to one of the chests.
Hey, this is actually sort of interesting and important. It usually doesn't matter in these games, but nationality. Is there anything particular of like the country of issue or anything like that? Just a wild hair thing. You see what I'm saying?
Other than they are not, they're common currency, but the face of the ruler on them is,
Okay.
it's a little dated by 50, 60 years.
Okay.
Okay. Good to know.
While you go over that first chest, Davon is moving the sacks of copper and silver over kind of just to the stairway entrance to the pool. Just kind of leaving them there for on our way back out.
Yeah, not a problem. And you can see that the chests themselves do have padlocks on them, but they're not open. I mean, the padlocks are open.
All right. I'm gonna open up that chest that I'm standing next to.
Yeah, that would be kind of back and forth in the
And
hall.
who said that?
Bardem.
And okay, Bardem. And I'm gonna take Cecil off the combat tracker. Ooh, suddenly I get a lot more room. Bardem, as you open the chest, you see these darts fly at you. And you are not able to move out of the way in time. And one of them does hit you.
Lovely.
And it's a poison dart, and you take a whopping 4 points of damage.
All right. Like,
Maybe I should open the next one with a mage hand. You okay do it there?
well, that was great. I'm like, ah,
And yeah, you use
That's some
mage
pretty
hand,
devious.
and you pull the padlock off the chest and flip the top open, and you see a bunch of darts shoot up toward the ceiling, and then they bounce down, and no one got hit this time. Then there's a couple of 100 gold pieces in there.
Score.
what about the other chest that had the darts that hit me?
Yeah. All total, you found each chest contains about 100 gold pieces. So you found 200 gold pieces, 800 copper, and 34 silver.
I laugh and I say, "That's just a scratch. I had worse on the pirate ship that I was raised on."
You keep saying that.
Deva would have pocketed the silver during his transfer of copper bags to the front, just throwing those in his pouch. 34 silver.
And let's see. Kashmir. And Bartum, while you are, you're looking at the gold, you're making fun of getting hit by this dart, and you're just kind of looking around because you're a little weary or wary, and both you and Gilead kind of notice something isn't right with the wall right there. Uh, you're seeing a weird outline in the wall that just doesn't look natural.
Okay, I'll bring the flame I'm still holding and explore it, put more light on it, and see what's going on.
Yeah. You come over, shine a light on it, and you're able to tell that this is a secret door.
Ooh.
Ooh. All right, who's good at looking at secret doors? Because obviously they are trap mongers. Who's got a good investigation
Well,
score?
we
I do not.
there is no magic here, right? We didn't actually detect magic, or maybe I couldn't do it through the door. Maybe the door is too thick. Oh no, we don't know. But I got mage
Well,
hand.
hold on. I'm gonna. Dun, 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 dun.
Move away from the door.
I will look the door over and hold on. There it went. That was supposed to have a D4 with it. I don't know if it.
Roll a d4.
Okay.
And you are not
I did myself.
detecting any traps, and you're not seeing any locking mechanism, and you just think it's a typical rotating wall type secret door.
All right, y'all ready? Grab onto your butts, and I will rotate the wall.
Cool.
And it opens up into a, yeah, let's just do that. It opens up into another cavern, and there's no exits other than one you just come in on. And
Mm-hmm.
however, you do see 5 chests in the room.
Are they padlocked?
Yes, indeed, they are padlocked.
Should we
But-
break them open?
Being in this damp environment, they are rusty.
Does anybody have any tools of the trade?
We can just hit them all.
Beyond a crowbar, no.
Hmm.
And you're pretty confident that you could probably get into them with the crowbar.
Alright, maybe break the padlock and then we open it using from afar.
Smart.
Well, the first one I'm gonna do, I'll go ahead and investigate it. I'm not very good at this, but I'll at least try because these people have been sort of mean. And I'm sure I didn't see anything in this one, right? The first one.
Correct, but you're
Okay.
not seeing any signs that the chests are trapped, but you
Oh,
do
okay.
notice, and after you see it on the first one, you're glancing around, and you can see that five names, one name on each chest, have been
And
have been carved into the wood of the chest.
What
we
names do
did
we have?
find 5 fingers out there. Um,
Those are the names in the chat. Urbanson,
Those are the
Moldavia.
names.
Okay.
is it possible that we'll find the rest of the stuff that the fingers were attached to inside the chest?
Who's good at history? Anybody?
These are chests, not coffins, right?
Yes, they are chest.
Yeah. Is there any recognition of those names?
These
Do they
names.
pull anything into memory for any of us?
Let's
I know everything, a jack of all trades.
um
Maybe might
All
as
right,
well
Jacob.
give it a try.
yeah, we can do a wisdom or a let's see, a history check.
Okay.
All right, Jack of all trades. Let's see what
It
you
gives a
come up
plus
with. But,
1. That's it. Nothing else. But hey, we'll see.
well,
Mm-hmm. History?
History. And a couple of the names you are able to remember that they're bygone noble families.
Looks like some old noble family names.
Yeah, they have faded out. The branches have died off over the past 50 years.
All right, I'll relay that information.
Yeah. Remember anything about those families being associated with wanting to be vampires or anything?
No.
Does anybody remember what it said before we crossed around or came through what was written when we went past that underground pond?
The side death or something like that.
Enter and cast death aside.
Enter and cast death aside. Okay. Which probably ties in with whatever ritual they were trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's I guess let's open up these chests and see what we got.
I think so. Let's do it.
From afar?
I mean, I'm not getting close to them.
I mean, we have a crowbar. You can pull it open with a crowbar if you want, if the mage hand is not like heavy enough.
Yeah.
I have a mage hand as well. We can double it up.
You are able to mage hand the crowbars to open the chest. And combined, you find 1,500 gold pieces. And there's pieces of jewelry, and there's statuettes, and there's what used to be fine clothing, but it's deteriorated over time. You find some some gems that look like they're worth some money, but all total, counting the other room, uh, all total, you've come across about 3,000 gold pieces, and in the Talise chest, uh, you also find a deed to a nearby castle keep.
Guys, stopping at this inn. Turns out it's better than our next job.
Cecil's nowhere around, right? Like he's not around us.
No, he's upstairs.
I just thought of a question. That fireplace has fire. Who is, like, was somebody in here who is lighting the fire? Somebody must have done that, right? Somebody is here with us.
You mean in the other room?
Yeah, that fireplace where the
The altar.
Yeah,
with the finger.
that is a good point. On the altar, there are some candles that were lit.
If somebody's around, they're somewhere down here, but we just don't know where. We don't know who they are. Although it sounds like we still haven't seen Nell's parents, which is kind of odd.
We just lost somebody on Discord.
Yeah.
And on
Will.
Sorry, can you guys not hear me?
We got you. Will just dropped.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully he didn't lose internet.
Yeah, he disconnected from the game, and it's pretty good timing. If you don't care, while we wait on Will to come back, let's take a 10-minute break.
Oh, that works.
Sounds good.
All right, we'll see you shortly.
All right.
I'm back.
It's a neat little pop-up.
Yeah, it's the ready check extension, and unlike the slash vote command for the chat, I can actually see who's back.
Nice.
It's oh, probably one of my top five favorite extensions.
It's the small convenience ones. They're always the best.
I agree with that. So everyone is back. So yeah, you got a deed to a castle keep, and you've got 3,000 gold pieces. If you can get them past Cecil.
I mean, we can just go upstairs, give the deed to Cecil, and be like, "Hey, you can leave. Just like let this be."
But if there's this much
Like,
gold up here, there might be more gold down there.
that is true.
So, what's interesting is we still haven't seen Null's parents. Doesn't that seem a little odd or suspicious to any of you?
I mean, maybe they are the one who opened the door. Did you ask Nell what her last name was?
No.
Maybe she's one of those 5 families or something.
Well, we did tell Cecil we were going to come check it out, and we should probably keep going.
Oh, let's keep going for sure.
All right.
So where should we go now?
Top or right? Whoever is leading.
Yeah. Want to go down this other hallway? I guess maybe we'll find more chests.
All right.
Yeah, you're about to find something, all right.
Elliot, come
Oh,
here.
I'm sorry. Did I sound enthused about that?
Killian, no, come here. Don't leave us.
Okay, going down the other passageway. You see a chasm that opens up into the floor. And you can tell that it's just where the dirt has been washed away underneath. And there is an ancient creaking rope bridge crossing the abyss. And you can see, we're on number 7. And let's make them visible.
Oh,
And
Can you push the map again? I had to reset my server and
yeah.
wait,
sure
no,
can.
no, I got it. Never mind. Oh, goody. Something.
get over here.
Can we hide the map again?
There are 5 hanging cages that are holding the skeleton that hold skeletons up near the 20-foot tall ceiling from where there's actually ground, and you can see moss and mold are riddling their bones, and on one of the skeletons suspended over the chasm, you can see gold bracers glinting on the arms of it.
Which one is that on the map?
It would be, I guess it helps if I'm in the right mode to draw a pointer. That one there. The center on the left side.
Deva will throw out his mage hand and attempt to grab those bracers.
Does the skeleton closest to us seem to be missing a finger?
Nice.
No, they don't. And let me. Yes, they do not seem to be missing a finger. And looking over the chasm, we'll get to your mage hand there in just a second. You can see it's about 60 feet deep. And, if you go to cross the bridge, you're going to have to do it slowly. And, there's a good chance that the bridges might move. And you all are. No one said you're trying to move quietly, so I'm assuming you're moving normally. And. As you get to the edge of the chasm and, you're talking about what you're seeing and so forth, the skeleton next to you pretty much just wakes up. And he starts thrashing and he starts screaming, which causes the other skeletons to stir in their cages, and they start thrashing about and, reaching out through the bars, and they start screaming as well. And from down in the bottom of the chasm, there is this violent blast of green and stale air. And you can see it burst up out of the floor. And it contains in it of the howling spirits of the dead. So everything is either howling or shrieking. And, if you go on the bridge, you're going to have to pass through this ghostly wind.
And so it's just constant?
It is constant.
It's a wind?
Yeah, it's a wind. A big gust of wind coming up.
Can I make a religion check just to see, I guess, would it be religion to
dealing with
determine
undead?
if
Probably.
this is undead?
Cleric with us, right? Yes.
Yes, you can.
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
No, you can't.
No, I can't.
I was hungover that day in class. Thank you.
So now that skeleton's awake, I can't really mage hand off those bracers.
Correct.
So they don't. Does the cages look sturdy enough that they won't break, or is it like might break at some point?
Well, without getting up close to them enough to see, you can tell that the chains are rusty.
I'm gonna make I guess a perception check. I'll kind of put my foot on the first plank and just put a little weight on it, just to see what happens. And I try to see if it's supporting me.
Let's see.
I'm not going to put both feet on it, just kind of step on one.
Yeah, it's looking rickety, but you are able to, you think it'll probably hold your weight.
Bardom.
Yeah, this is Bardom.
Bardom.
And
All of
Bardom.
those skeletons are just thrashing around, right? They're just...
yes. And, Casimir,
Bardom.
with your detect magic going, you can tell that the bracers that the skeleton is wearing are indeed magical.
Ooh. Maybe.
Bardom.
Oh.
Bardom.
What about?
Yes, Bardom.
Trade places, yes.
You want to trade?
Trade
Sure.
places with Gilead. Okay. And then from there, I cast Misty Step, which teleports me here, and then I step to the other side.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
You
Now.
can do that.
You are also alone on that side in case two of those people get out and try to attack you.
No, yeah, you
I
just wait for it.
understand. I understand, but there's a method to my madness.
Okay.
I'm going to. It looks like these posts here to the left and to the right are look like stone where the ropes are attached.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to tie one end to this rope, and the bridge is approximately 35 or 40 feet. I'm gonna send, or I'm gonna roll my rope as much as I can to the center of the bridge, the end of it, and then have whoever has mage hand catch it and pull it across, and then tie themselves. And while you're walking on the bridge, I'm taking out slack so that you won't, if the bridge gives out, you won't fall 60 feet and splatter.
I like that. Just as a general note for the group, I also have Featherfall.
I mean, I could just fly out as well, but
Well, I'm just
or
thinking,
somebody else if they need to.
That's a big spell slot. I'll go ahead and
Yeah.
grab it with my mage hand and use it to brace myself as I slowly go across, tethered to Gilead. And then while I'm kind of prepping that rope around me, like maybe if we kill that middle skeleton and then somebody like hits the bracers, we can still get them and catch them on the other side or something.
well, that's when you would feather fall and then mage hand them.
We could do that.
So,
but Devot will be doing that from the other side, and so
okay, we're gonna put you in the middle of the bridge first. Yeah, let's do a... let's do a dexterity or acrobatics with advantage. Because you do have this wind blowing up.
Save or an ability?
Whichever is higher for you.
I guess they're both +2s.
And yes, you do manage to, the wind is rough, the bridge is shaking, however, thanks to the rope, You are able to hold on.
By the way, I wasn't actually able to see my own result there.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Because it was a save.
Gotcha.
No, I've got a extension that when you if you drag and drop your dice into the chat window, you can see your roll, but if you just double click, it automatically rolls it in the tower for you.
Okay.
But I need you to do a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy.
All right.
That must be that green cloud mist, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yes. And unfortunately, you take 6 points of necrotic damage from this ghostly wind.
Oof.
But you are able to make it over to the other side.
That was terrifying. And then, Dave, I would kind of, I guess, or use my mage hand to send the rope back to the other side for the next person.
Oh, I thought you were just tying it on both sides of the bridge poles.
Oh, no, I think he did.
We don't
I
have
tied it
enough
around my
rope.
waist
Well.
so that if I fell through, he would have been there to catch me.
Okay.
Yeah. So I send it back with mage hand. Say, so do we want to try to get these bracers? And I have to kind of yell that, I assume, through the wind.
Well, the bracers are magical. That's what I can tell. But
I was gonna get them before they woke up.
you can still try to, well, wrestle them out using mage hand.
I think we have to. I think we killed the skeleton first.
Yeah, but then
cage.
it drops in.
Well, but it's already in. As long as we don't break the cage.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
As long as we don't break the cage, it'll still be in the cage.
Well, that works for me.
So nothing too destructive. And Devat will start to throw his dagger. Do I have the range for that?
Whoa. Don't do that.
Anybody?
You only have so many of those.
No, because it's a returning.
The skeleton.
It's a returning dagger.
Well,
so it'll
that
just
works.
keep coming back to me. But I don't know the range of that. I think it's 20 to 60. So
I will also viciously mock the skeleton. Look at your face, stranded there in a cage.
Who was the undead? Who was the undead terrorist skeleton? Jeff Dunham's skeleton. I'm thinking.
What was that guy's name?
Ahmed.
Was it?
Yeah.
Of course it was. Of course it was. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw one of my returning dagger at the thrashing skeleton that has the bracers on.
Yeah, skeleton 4.
I guess I dragged it onto him, but it didn't seem to do anything.
We're not in fight yet, I think.
Okay, so I'll just roll it here. Huh? 20? 30, 20?
Why is it not? Let's delete the pointers. And let's try dropping that again. There we go. Yes, you did definitely hit the skeleton.
Oh, no. And so doesn't do too much. And as soon as it hits, I would summon it back and it would fly right back to my hand.
Okay, and we're not in combat, so if you just want to keep hitting until you kill that skeleton. You can.
Just keep rolling.
Yep.
All right.
I'll
So I
be
just
ready to
look-
catch it with a mage hand as it does if the bracer starts to drop or something.
Yeah, and I'm very thinking daggers here because we don't want to injure the cage and cause it to fall down.
Mm-hmm.
So that one hit.
And yeah, you can see that you are dealing some damage to the skeleton.
This is good practice. As I throw the third one. Does that hit? It does.
I'm letting you get all them good rolls out of the way.
Right? All right, and keep throwing.
Go right ahead.
I am getting the good rolls out of the way.
Oh, and the skeleton drops to the floor of the cage. The bracer is still on the skeleton's arm.
So I will then also send my mage hand to assist Casimir's mage hand to carefully take the bracers off and float them either direction.
I mean, this might be, whoever.
And yeah, both of you, let me get a dexterity saving throw from you for the mage hands. Because they are in a lot of wind.
Is it each of us individually, or because I was thinking I was assisting him, I didn't want to take the.
Then Casimir, I need you to make a dex saving throw with advantage. Then.
All right. Oh, that was so close.
So close. So close to an 18.
Can I? You know what?
Would you like to use an inspiration to re-roll that?
Yeah. That's what I was going to do. Let me just do that.
Sure.
Do I roll both or one?
Yeah, I'll give it to you with advantage.
All right.
That should do
All
it.
right, that's better.
Yeah, you can tell that the mage hand, it's having a hard time staying up in the wind with the bracer, but it does manage to come back with you containing the bracer. And there is the parcel. Let's identify it. And yes, after examining the bracer, you can tell it is a bracers of defense.
Very good. If you're wearing no armor and no shield,
I don't have any armor.
all right, go for it. Wait, who was that?
Devot.
Okay.
Yep,
Yeah.
get a +2 bonus.
You'll
And
have to still get to the other side, actually.
it's in the
Gotcha.
yeah.
Oh, that fills up my third attunement slot. Or yeah, how long does it take to attune to it?
Or
I'm just gonna go ahead and give it to you.
Okay.
So just go ahead and equip it.
Nice.
That should.
I'm going to start walking across this bridge. Might as well get it out of the way.
Well, now that he's back on road duty, I will kind of keep watch behind us down this hallway.
Pardon, do you have a way to get across apart from just walking, or do you like?
No, I do not.
Okay. But somebody said they have feather fall.
I do. If like somebody goes through the bridge.
Right. I'm just checking something. Up to. Just give me 1 second to check something.
Yeah, you're good.
That you can see within range. All right. I can also do other stuff. Okay. I'm going to start walking
With the
very
tethered rope, right?
slowly and carefully using the rope.
Okay, yeah, let me get a dexterity save with advantage for the rope.
Okay.
And then let me get a constitution saving throw, please.
Okay.
And
Take it.
unfortunately, you take 5 points of necrotic damage. But you are able to get across the bridge with no problem.
We have one more opportunity.
All right. That's me. Before I start walking across, I am going to cast Enhance Ability on myself with Cat's Grace for Dexterity.
We already have advantage because of the rope.
Oh, okay. I guess if I already have advantage, then maybe I don't need to.
Or you do it for the constitution for the necrotic damage.
Could do that.
It's on check though, not really save.
Well, yeah, but it's not.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
it doesn't have. That's the thing. It's actually. That's fine. Okay, I'll go ahead and start walking across then after I tie the rope around myself.
All right.
So with advantage for the dexterity?
Dexterity save with advantage. Would you like to use an inspiration?
It's always an ominous question.
Do I have an inspiration?
Yes, you do have an inspiration.
Sure.
So make that check again with advantage.
This is not my strong point. It's dexterity, unfortunately. And it's not that much, but it's only one better.
Okay, just so we're here, let me get a Constitution saving throw, please.
Do I see, if I see that he might fall off, I'm going to cast a spell.
You can start casting that spell while he makes his con save.
Oh. Getting all my dad rolls out of the way. That's to make up for those great great grappling checks that I had before.
Well, on the plus side, you only took 3 points additional damage.
I'm going to cast Levitate on him.
Yeah, you start falling off, and Casimir is able to levitate you, saving you from, well, the rope would have saved you from 66 of falling damage.
Yay.
Sweet.
Well, you're floating for 10 minutes.
I'm floating, but I guess I'm still attached to the rope. Is that right?
Yeah, and I can just pull you in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they pull you over, and you're light as a feather.
Hey, I mean, you can walk rest of the path on the ceiling if you want.
And your levitate would kill your detect magic.
Yes.
We should have just done that to get the bracers.
Well, I can do it only once. Done.
And once you're on the other side, the wind quits howling and the skeletons go back to sleep.
Oh, that's a relief.
Huh.
So
How do I show that?
Nice.
How do I show I've used? How do I show that I've used a spell slot? How do I do that on my sheet? Or I guess I didn't. I didn't cast anything yet. Okay, never mind. It's okay. I was going to, but that's right. I didn't. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and yeah, do you all want to go back across the bridge or go down the corridor?
Let's just
I
go
mean,
down the
David has been
corridor.
kind of keeping an eye down this corridor. So yeah, what's anything of interest down there?
Yeah, as you, give me a second to click the masking button.
Yeah. Somebody has to pull you along as a balloon. So we cannot actually take off the rope yet. But
You're just trailing behind him, bobbing in the air.
Watch
Oh
out
wow,
for
that's
that,
a much easier way to get across.
oh my god, what?
However, as you come down into the room that had the table and the altar, there is a set of double doors right there. And you can see that to the east of you, and there is an open room.
Wait, what's here? This is this an opening?
I think that's just a masking.
Yeah, right there in front of the arrow is a set of double doors.
No, over on the right side of the map, I think it's just a masking thing
This part.
over by him.
Over near Casimir.
Yeah, that's just the masking.
Okay. Alright. We'll walk over to the door.
And
Was there anything of note? Dave, I would want to go investigate this last room before we go into a door.
yes, you can see there's a couple tables, some chairs. There are bookcases. You can see dusty bookshelves lining the walls, and in the middle of the floor, you can see the bodies of a man and woman lying on the floor. Blood is still running from their wounds.
Ah.
Hey guys, I think I found the parents. I think we might be able to heal them.
Where? I missed it. I'm sorry.
Over here.
Okay.
Are they
as I
alive?
say that, I go to check. Are they actually alive? And I'll also have to do kind of any first aid prep while everyone else gets there.
I'm going to
I
also.
can do a medicine check on them, right?
Yeah, you sure can.
All right.
I'm going to whisper. Well, we can all at least raise them, if not heal them.
And yes, they are badly wounded. However, they are still alive.
Nice.
And just with your medicine check alone, I figure you're gonna bind the wounds and so forth and do your best to stop the bleeding. So they are stable now, but they are unconscious.
So let's just leave them there for right now.
We just want to leave them there for now?
Can we just splash some water on their face and wake them up?
Yeah, you can certainly give it a try.
Yeah, it takes out my water skin and just splashes the man in the face.
Yeah, and he starts to regain consciousness.
What you alright? What happened?
Wow. Oh my God, how's my wife?
Well,
Uh,
she's right
Do the
there.
same thing to her. You can splash water on her face too.
yeah, because
Yeah.
they're not at 0 hit points. They were just badly wounded and unconscious. And yeah, that did what it was supposed to do. And yeah, they start waking up, and they're checking on each other, and Victor is very apologetic to Naomi, and uh, I'm so sorry, and it's like we're so thankful that you come along, and do you know whether or not our daughter is safe?
Oh yeah, she's up there with Cecil still.
Oh, thank God. And
Why did you
they
come here?
they tell you that by trade they're vampire hunters,
Hmm.
and they have never dealt with a ghost. Vampires, they know how to handle and so forth, but uh, they come downstairs here because they detected Eliza the ghost lurking around. And while they were down here investigating, the ghost possessed her husband, and they fought back and forth, and Naomi almost had to nearly kill her husband in the fight just to get him to stop from attacking. And overall, they believe Eliza needs vengeance and a proper farewell in order to finally gain peace and rest.
They seem to be telling the truth.
If you want to make an insight roll, you're more than welcome to.
Okay. Insight.
And yes, you're convinced that they are telling the truth.
That all checks out.
All checks out.
So I asked them, "Do you have any idea how we would put Eliza to rest properly?"
Give me a second. Um, no, this is as far as they've made it into this cavern, and before they were able to fully search the entire place, he got possessed, and they ended up almost killing one another.
Devat will ask, did you find anything useful in this room? And as he does, he will start to look up and around the bookshelves and see if there's anything of use or note.
Yeah, can I get an Arcana or Religion from you? And as you're looking around the room at the books on the bookcases and so forth, you see there's a lot of books dealing with the occult. And,
Well,
you know, in your studies and so forth, you're able to tell that these books are either pure folklore or nonsense. They have no real information on the occult. Boy, this cult should have spent more on their books.
Well, as people are looking through, I'm going to mention, so David, is his name is David, right?
Devat.
Devad. No. The dad. What was his name?
Victor.
Victor. Yes, Victor.
Victor and Naomi.
Yeah, Victor. Have you heard any of the names? Arvinsson, Moldavia, Bartub, Argovian, or Tulis?
They start thinking for a minute, and it's like, it seems like, if my memory serves me correctly, they were local noble families, and, they, rumor has it that, they formed a cult. And, a couple of them, they called themselves occult experts.
If they were reading these books, they probably were not experts.
And the family lines ended up dying out over the years, but other than they formed an occult and formed a cult and considered themselves occult experts. That's all she really knows.
So Cecil sort of told us what happened to Liza earlier, right?
Yes.
Could you remind me what that was?
Yes, I can. Give me half a second. That Eliza was abducted and murdered in the inn. Apparently, rumor has it she's searching for her daughter so she can say goodbye, or she's searching for her killer to get revenge.
So I wonder if these 5 wannabe cultists abducted her.
That may be a safe assumption.
I mean, they were going to sacrifice someone to get... Wait, not sacrifice. I think they said they had to kill and then bury them to raise them as vampires, some weird stuff. Maybe they tried to do that.
They were going to bury themselves underneath or on top of the corpse, but I'm not sure which way it was. It
Hmm.
was one or the other.
Yeah, the
Let's go read
the
it. It's right there.
scroll that you found, oh shit. That's number 5. Yeah, you, with the parchments and so forth, the ritual called for them to kill an innocent woman and bury themselves in the earth beneath her flowing blood.
But I knew that to be complete nonsense. With the
Yes,
child.
you know, that is not how you achieve becoming a vampire.
But I see what you're saying. Like maybe this is what this cult did to the daughter of Eliza,
Herself,
trying to
really.
become vampires.
Yeah.
I suppose we should keep going and see if we can
We should. Yeah,
put
we
this
should definitely let's
put her to
keep
rest.
going. Looks like there's some double doors back there that we haven't been through. Maybe we'll find something there.
Yeah.
Ignore the sacks of nothing on your way back up. We'll grab them on the way out. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you know, they've had enough of this place. You've all have encountered the ghost. You know, they're worried about their daughter, so they make their way back out. And you know, they were telling you that when they worked their way past Cecil, you know, they left their rooms. They, you know, they knew the ghost was lurking about. They saw her in the hallway going down the stairs, and when they got there, you know, Cecil was in this in this trance, and they tried to talk to him, but he was unresponsive. You know, he was just in that um, a trance that he was in, and you know, they've been staying here for a while, but for a couple of weeks, you know, just because there's rumors and you know, I heard a rumor or two about this cult here, and you know, during conversations through mealtime, you know, Cecil pointed out that you know, in the cellar they had this locked door that no
Hmm.
one had ever been through, and you know, they figured, hey, Cecil's in a trance. Let's sneak by him and go downstairs and see what's going on.
So did you guys open the door?
Yes,
And did
they did manage to break the lock or pick the lock in order to get
Mhm.
through.
and did you light the candle in the other room?
Yeah, yes, it was a little dark down here.
Okay.
And truly, they were in the altar room when Victor got possessed.
Well,
Well, the ghost doesn't seem to be in the altar room now because we all just went through there.
mhm. Probably behind these
Oh.
double doors.
Yeah, I suppose we should go to the doors and once they leave. Should we proceed quietly? Like, should we start trying to be a little bit more now that we know, like, we've kind of figured out that they, you know, murdered a kid and there seems to be a decent amount of undead around? do we want to kind of proceed a little bit more cautiously? Try not to alert anything.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah,
Sounds
we can be a little more quiet, I guess.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
somebody a little bit more.
Uh,
Bruce?
the doors to the room are unlocked.
Okay.
All right, I push them open.
Be stealthy, smack.
Mm-hmm.
And so it begins.
Oh boy, oh boy. Mm.
Yes. Uh, in the eastern end of the room, you see an obsidian altar resting in an alcove. There's an ancient skeleton in a moth-eaten dress laying on top of it. On the western end, you see 5 polished mahogany coffins. And you from this distance and having seen the names prior, uh, you can see that each one has a name inscribed on it of one of the 5 families. And from the altar, you can see brown flaking stains running from the gutters on the altar into the packed dirt floor.
So is it dark in there?
Not with you all carrying light. And floating above the altar, you can see the ghost of Eliza Long.
It looks like they tried to do that ritual. Seemingly didn't work out.
I am going to cast protection from evil on myself right now.
Hey, Elijah. Eliza. Sorry about your daughter.
Also, I've stopped the levitator because it's been 10 minutes. So you're on the ground now.
Oh, okay, and let's see. We do have a cleric in the party.
We do? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Barnum.
do.
Who hopefully
Do.
has
We do.
undeterring
whether
powers.
I'm debating to whether to cast a turn, make a turn attempt on her.
Well, maybe we should try talking to him. Hey,
Yeah,
Eliza, how are you doing?
What I was kind of thinking was see if the ghost will actually
Mhm.
converse with us.
Does the ghost respond when I yelled out, hey, sorry about your daughter?
Initially, she's just looking mournfully at her skeleton on the altar. She turns and looks at you, but really doesn't say anything. And
Well,
Creepy.
did this? I mean, it looks like, as we saw, like, dead body, the flowing blood, they are lying above it, kind of above in the sense like maybe 5 feet up. I'm going to turn to Eliza and just like, did those 5 people kill you?
and she kind of nods her head. And Bartum, let me get an insight check from you, please. Uh, you know that one of the steps to uh, putting the burial ritual comes to your head, and you know that the priest will always pray over the bodies of the departed to help their souls find rest.
Okay. I slowly approach um, towards where Eliza is over her body. Not
I'm
going
going to
full.
try to keep conversing with her. What would you? Are you at rest? What would it take for you to be at rest? Do
Uh,
you want to leave? Do you want to stay? Do you want to take revenge?
she does not respond to you other than shaking her head no when you ask if she was at rest.
So I say to Eliza as I'm standing there, I look at her and I say, I am very sorry for what happened to you, and I would like to help you and to help you be at rest. Will you allow me to do that?
And she nods her head yes.
Okay. So, uh, whatever the ritual is that I can do to over a deceased body to put, I guess, last rites or whatever it would be called,
Okay.
I start to perform that ritual.
As he does that, Devad looks back and keeps an eye on the coffins to see if they respond in any way.
And Barnum, you start your prayers and so forth, and Devat, yeah, looking back over the coffins, you know, you're not seeing any motion, and Barnum's really getting into the seriousness of his prayers and so forth, and you're not seeing any motion coming from the coffins themselves, but
Hmm.
you start to notice uh, the ground in front of each coffin is starting to move.
Hey guys, we got some stuff back here.
Okay, well, Barnum continues to perform the ritual, regardless of what's going on behind him.
And
I'm
And
going to get ready to cast spells if they come up.
so yeah, Devat's gonna hold any action until he sees what it is coming out of the ground.
Yeah.
give me just a second.
You know what? Yeah, no, go ahead, please.
And yes, you see, do I have a picture of these? Yes, I do. You see 5 eternal scions come out of the ground.
You want us to go ahead and roll initiative?
Absolutely.
Do we get any spells off before we start?
Yeah. Do we get anything for kind of watching that and being prepared to kind of strike first?
Yeah, you know, I'll give you a surprise round, which means they don't attack. You can either move or uh, do a spell action or a ranged attack if you'd like.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm still
Can
performing my
you-
ritual. Do I roll for initiative or do I just go last?
Yes, please. Make a roll.
Can you go ahead and put Arcady on the map? My action is going to be to summon him or her.
I definitely can.
And she'll just appear right beside me.
I'm going to cast haste on myself.
Oh, that's one I haven't
I
heard in a while.
am going to cast Hypnotic Pattern on all 5 of these.
Okay, go ahead and target and cast.
Now here's a thing. Using the Bandor, the Folklucan Bandor, it's a weird name that I have. You can play the instrument while casting a spell that causes targets to be charmed on a failed saving throw, and they get disadvantage on the save. How do I do disadvantage on that roll in Fantasy Grounds?
I think he would have to set it up for his monsters.
Yeah, give me just a second. And disadvantage on saves. Where's my effect
Just
list?
charm saves.
Cool cat, man.
And it's DISSAV.
Really, this item has no reason to be uncommon. It's just like,
And one more.
well, I guess it's a very niche, like it can only work for charm spells, so that's actually not that many. I have like 1 or 2 charm spells.
Yep.
So yeah, go ahead and target and trigger their saving throw.
All right. Give me a second.
Ooh, and they all failed. And let's see. So, inside a 30-foot cube, which
What does that spell do?
you see a twisting pattern of colors start weaving throughout the air inside a 30-foot cube. Each creature inside the pattern must make a wisdom saving throw. Ooh. While charmed by the spell, the creatures are incapacitated and have a speed of 0.
They're basically stunned for a minute.
So the question becomes, they all failed?
Every last one of them.
Okay.
Wow.
So
Crap.
We have
what
a
a-
minute.
do
We have a minute to finish the ritual.
Oh my god.
well, what
they
we
they
can
rolled
do,
a -1,
what we-
a -2, a
Uh-huh.
-3.
The best one was an 11.
so what we can do is give our preacher here a minute to proselytize, and if he doesn't turn her by then, then we do it. You see what I'm saying? What I'm
Well, we
hoping
can
is
also
that we
start
can-
attacking one by one.
Just
like
one.
I would say let's hit them while they're stunned. Yeah, these are clearly not friendlies.
But but one at a time.
yes,
Because
one
if
at
you
a
do
time.
damage to one of them, it breaks hypnotic pattern.
Yes.
Okay. Oh yeah, then one at a time. Then we'll just start going down the list.
All right, keep preaching, brother.
Okay, Gilead. Since you're at the top of the tracker, that was very nice thinking with the hypnotic pattern.
Okay.
I mean, we still
Hey,
have to
can you
hit them, but now at least one at a time instead of 5 at a time.
Can you put Arcadi at like 20.8 because he always goes right after me.
Yeah, sure can. Let's move him up 20.8.
Or
Okay.
19.8 maybe? 20.8, I see.
Okay. So
Wow, they all failed.
-1, -2, -3.
all right, guys, I'm going to take the top left one or the top right one, and then I am going to throw. So I'm going to control click, target him, and I'm going to throw my favorite spell or my favorite cantrip. All right. And we are going to. Well, I'm sorry, I did not mean to. Okay.
Oh, no, you're
Wow.
good. Yeah, you hit with the first one.
Also, you get advantage on
Okay.
everything, right? For incapacitated.
Um,
I don't know why.
It's just they can't take action or reaction, that's all. Okay.
Take one of those, and then the thing is at this level, it does an additional 4 damage of fire, and then Arcadi, he also gets to target the same target, and she gets to throw a fire seed. And then, that guy is now free.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's your turn, David.
All right. So I get a second action because I'm hasted, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I'm just gonna start by firebolting him. I think it's one versus all of us. I feel like I can probably safely use the lower tier attacks. All right. And it's 9 points of fire damage.
Nice shot. Wait, you get 2 of them. You're 5th level or greater.
Yeah.
You get 2d10.
Oh. I should adjust that here, and so I don't have to do that every time. Because for my second action, I'm just going to do it again.
Not a problem.
Yeah. And that one did not. Oh wow, that still hit. Did that?
Do they appear to be taking fire damage?
Yes, they do appear to be taking fire damage.
All right. And then I'm going to
Good to
back up 10 feet as well, so that I'm, not as in range or in the front line. And that's my turn.
Eliza, you can see she has while Bartum is praying, and you start attacking the scions. Um, you can see that she has a smile on her face. And Bartum, do you wish to attack, or do you want to continue your prayer?
Keep preaching, brother.
I'm going to continue the prayer. I think I need to keep doing it until Eliza's at rest. I think, or until I get attacked.
Okay, and number 10, we are going to slide over, and we're going to target a Cardi since she's closer, and we are going to try a claw attack, which misses horribly.
And she dodges out of the way.
And she didn't dodge that second one.
Right.
And
Okay.
I didn't see that +3. I was like, oh my god, 2 points of damage. And we're gonna skip these incapacitated ones.
Okay. I am going to. Well, I'm concentrating on the other spell. So, yeah, I'm going to viciously mock this Eternal Scion. Your cult is pathetic and you are pathetic. You should feel bad. Where is my vicious mockery? Why did it roll 2 things? Do not know.
Oh, yeah. Disadvantage either. You hit either way.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the disadvantage saves off. Just turn them off. So go ahead and roll your damage on that.
Alright. It takes. Some psychic damage and. Apparently.
Yep.
Too much.
You killed her. Killed it. I love when vicious mockery gets the kill.
Well, it's just too much. She had a heart attack.
Died of shame because they felt bad.
I will move like all the way back here. Because I'm still concentrating on that. And that is, well, you know what? That was my action. Yeah, that's it. That's my turn.
Okay. Next on the line. Okay. I don't know why it's doing that.
You may
Just
have
take the first one. And then add that. So 6 plus 5, 11. And then Arcadi is going to miss. And then she'll stay. And
Okay.
my combat. Go ahead, David.
Alright, so we'll run it again. And start with a firebolt. Damage. Oh! That's a
Nice.
pretty good firebolt.
Good hit.
And then throw another
Yep.
one. Alright, not bad. And yeah, just gonna stay put and keep fighting.
Okay, and you can see Eliza still grinning. Bartum, you can see that her ghostly appearance is starting to fade. Besides the smile on her face, you can sense that she is becoming more at peace.
Okay, well, whatever I'm doing is working. I'm just going to keep on doing it until it seems clear that she's at rest. I don't think she's quite there yet.
And number 20. I am so tempted to have it hit number 23.
Like you could.
Oh, what's their intelligence?
Uh,
It had a -5 wisdom. That's what I saw earlier.
Right.
yeah, let me make sure there's not an error when I ported this over. Oh, yes. Well, they've got an intelligence of 4.
Okay, so probably not.
So we're gonna come up, and Gilead is gonna take the blunt of this. And that's a claw attack that does hit. And made his concentration check, second attack. That was a hit as well.
I'm not concentrating on anything.
So that guidance from earlier, you have to take it off.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Let me get rid of that.
And still got some movement. And we're gonna
Oh, tell me he moves out of my.
Nope.
All right, I will keep doing the same thing. I'll just viciously mock this scion. Because I have no other damage spell that would kill concentration. Okay. It's a fail. Takes a heavy psychic damage. And also has disadvantage on his next attack. And as a bonus action, I am going to throw a bardic inspiration at Pardon, just in case. Don't know. Maybe he will need it. Keep doing what you're doing, buddy. Doing great. All right, that's my turn.
Good to me.
Okay. Ouch. That bullshit hurt. He looks pretty hurt. Bonus action. No, don't. I don't know why it keeps doing that.
We'll just take the last one off of it.
Okay. And the other cool thing is while he's here, I get to add one more healing point. So that was down to a 5. That was a bonus action. He's right in front of me, so I am going to whoops. And I missed sticking him with my spear. Oh, goody.
And I just figured out why every single one of them failed their saving throw.
Why?
There was an error in the porting, and they all had
Disadvantage.
no, they all had ability scores of 1. Except
Well,
Oh.
-5. Like everything was -5 for some reason.
except for charisma, which was set to 24.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Modify ability scores. I'll make a note before I ever run this one again.
I can throw that once
Check
more
the
if you
bad
want to.
guy's stats.
Do you want me to throw it once more? So
Let
you
it
can look at
re-roll
the
it?
new abilities.
No, but I'm probably gonna wake another one up. Just,
Fair.
yeah,
Sure.
just liven things up a little bit.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think I can throw it once more again. It's fine with me.
It's good with you guys.
Yeah, throw him again.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
think,
Play
I
it.
think I think you should liven it up, however you do it.
Yep.
This room got dampened very quickly.
Yeah. That was.
They're all stunned. Let's pick them off.
So, next time round, when it comes your turn, just trigger the saves again.
Sure. Okay. Okay.
And Devat, you're up.
Yeah, we'll just firebolt, firebolt, firebolt. Oh my god.
Didn't
Wow. Huh?
Good firebolt.
Firebolt.
Yeah, one more.
Yep. One more. Sitting there blasting. I do take a step back though, as he's kind of like closer now. Before I end my turn.
Okay, and Bartum, you see Eliza looks at you and she smiles and nods at you, and you see her just fade out of existence.
All right. Eliza, I hope you are at peace.
And you're pretty sure that she is.
All right, so now it's my turn. So I still have my protection from evil. Let's see. I am going to. Where am I here? Let's do this. Let's find what I want. All right. I'm going to move up a little bit here. And then I am going to cast Sacred Flame on this scion over here. I guess that was enough.
Yeah, roll your damage. He failed his save. And yeah,
Yep.
that
Also
was
enough.
that was definitely enough.
Poof.
All right. That's my turn. That'll be it.
Okay, Casimir, if you would trigger your save, let's see what happens.
Okay. They still have disadvantage on their wisdom save.
Give me a second to turn that back on.
Because it's coming from the loot.
On.
It's a bandor.
Yeah.
Which is like a loot, I guess. It's a
Yeah, I
weird
love
looking
instruments of the
loot.
bards.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's turned back on, so trigger your save.
All right. Hey, one of them succeeded. So rolled a 3 and a 6.
Oh my god. Well, it didn't get any more interesting, did it?
That
could just
one
add-
guy who was going to get attacked anyway is now.
You could just add another one, I suppose,
Yeah.
if you wanted to.
I think
Do
yeah,
it.
there was an error earlier. Just for the
Yeah, I'll just make one of them uncapacitated. So you've got the top one and the bottom one that are able to
Good.
act now. Yes.
All right.
Would you like to do your vicious mockery?
Oh, so no, that was my action, I guess. Oh, do you want to? Was that my action, or do you still want me to take my action?
Yeah, go ahead and take your action.
Okay. Well, in that case, yes, vicious mockery, because I have to concentrate on this. Do I really not have any other spell that does? Well, classes does concentration.
Well, you did kill one of them with your mockery.
I mean, I could damage them. Basically, I have AoE damage, or I could do vicious mockery. So I don't want to AoE damage. So yeah, let's
You
mock
can do
this
AoE damage.
person.
we
Should I
could
do
just,
AoE damage?
just for the fun of it. We're all 4 up now. Maybe we just
Yeah, fuck it. I'm going to throw a fireball at them.
There we go.
Oh, you have to take up the
Every bard
disadvantage.
takes that with.
You have to take up the disadvantage.
No, every bard takes that at magical 6
Yep.
at 5th or 6th level, whenever it is you get.
Let's see, off, and yeah, re-trigger your saves
Yep.
on that.
All right. And that is. It's okay damage.
One of them's dead.
Oh, instant death. I see. Wait. How? Because he apparently had 0 HP. It says damage exceeds its point by 24.
Oh yeah, that doesn't make
Okay.
sense.
What the hell is going on? 80? Okay, he should be there, and he would have taken, that was 7. So 7 should have took 24. Okay, I do not know what the hell is going on with these monsters. Okay, no, you did not kill him, but he did take 24 points of damage.
Mm-hmm. And at that point, since I no longer have concentration, I will cast Hidden Step and go invisible.
I blew a bunch of shit up. Now I'm going invisible. Yeah.
Yep. That is my turn.
Oh, since you threw out the big spells, I'll throw out the big spells. Dun,
Yep.
dun, dun. Two, 6, 4. Awesome.
Then I am changing my dice color again. Okay, let's go.
Okay, that works.
Elements, and we'll go that bluish color. All right. Anything else you want to do?
Yeah. Arcadi will spit fire. All right, so I have to click on him on... Oops. There we go. And he will spit fire as a bonus action. And then he will pass the turn.
All right. Well, now that they're awake, I'll do a scorching ray, and I can target all three of them, right? I could do one on
pretty
each one?
much.
Yeah.
So do I just drag it to each one individually? Is it an individual attack roll, or is it one attack roll?
Oh, Scorching Ray. I think it's one ray at a time.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just drag it onto each one. So bottom one, and damage, not much. Middle one, and damage, and top one, damage. Okay, and then I'm going to cast Witch Bolt and twin it with a sorcery point. I think there's that one sorcery point or two. So that I can hit the top and the bottom one both with Witch Bolt.
Okay.
Neat.
First the top one, and that's the damage for that one. And then the bottom one.
And as long as you can maintain concentration, Zork.
Yep. So that's my turn. Yep. I can maintain concentration and do that every time.
Okay, so it's my turn now, huh? Let's see. What do I want to do here? Sorry. I was kind of, for some reason, I wasn't sure I was even going to have a turn. I thought the way things were going, all these things were going to be wiped out. To be honest with you,
Pretty close.
I'm hoping to get a turn.
Well, there's a couple different things I could do here. You know what? I think I can just. Wait a minute. Let me try to look one other thing up here. Sorry. Oh yeah, that's what it is. Okay, sorry. Waiting to look one thing up here. Where is? Oh, here we are. Okay. Okay, I am going to cast. Let's see, how close do I have to be for this? What is it? It's underwave. How close do I have to be for that?
15 feet.
15 feet. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I am gonna move right
Wait,
there.
I thought.
I think it's 15. I think that's right. Yeah, move right there. And then I am going to target. Oh, how does that work? Oh, I guess. There we go.
Yeah, itself, and it's a 15-foot cone. So if you got there, you got it.
Yeah.
Actually, you could scoot one back and do it.
I'm confident they're not going to last long. I'm going for it here. Actually, I think, yeah, I can cast. Yeah, I'll go ahead and cast that. Right, so
he's feeling his Wheaties because he managed to put a spirit to rest.
Yeah. Oh, I guess maybe I didn't succeed as much as I thought. Oh well, that's okay. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. What does that do? I guess that's my turn.
I didn't get. Oh yeah, nice.
Is that it?
That's it.
Gee, I wonder who they're going after.
Come at me. It's fine. You can come at me. Go right ahead. I'm not worried.
And there's a claw attack, which is a hit. Seriously.
Come get some.
Okay.
So unfortunate for you.
Okay, I'm going to switch to the default non-animated dice. I'm changing the color. We are going to try another claw attack. And, ooh, that worked out well. Did that work out?
Oh my god. I'm not with you today. Nice God.
Sorry, you got a couple more.
So I am also, hold on, when you're done with that, I'm also going to use one of my channel divinities to do Wrath of the Storm on any of those creatures that hit me. I can thunderously rebuke attackers.
Yeah, gotta love Tempest clerics.
That's why I said, come get some.
Yeah. So, you want to take your attack on
Rapid response.
23.
Okay. So, which at 23 right there? No, hold on, is that right? 20. Which one is it? That one?
It's the
This
top one.
right?
The top one.
The top one, yeah. Okay. Do I just click, control click, or what do I do? What
Hold
have I
on,
done
I'll
there?
click.
Yeah, controlled.
I cleared the target, so go ahead and control click on the top one.
Yeah,
Not-
you're good.
Oh, it worked? Okay. So we go ahead. And we will do nothing.
Oh no, they failed. You didn't
Yeah.
fail.
Oh, okay. So I will do thunder damage to that one. I don't think it's going to last much longer. There we go.
Oh, you bastard.
Making two fireballs face to face, it's like
Like, come get some.
Okay,
Thunder
so
roars from the heavens.
let's see. And okay, yeah, that doesn't qualify. He's gonna come up, and we're gonna try a bite attack, which does hit. And we're gonna take that 2d6 plus 3 damage for 7, but hey, I'll take it. And then this one is going to come up 10 feet, which qualifies for pack tactics. And we are going to do a claw attack.
Oh, they have pack tactics.
And
Hey.
let's
Wow.
see, I guess an 18 misses you?
It might. I have a 19 AC.
oh, because of the thing, the new thing.
Oh, I also have protection from evil.
Oh.
on
Yeah,
and evil.
okay. You're just taking all my fun out of it.
you know what's coming, right? I think I can do another Wrath of the Storm on both of them, or on
Yeah.
the one that
You
that hit
can't.
me.
I think is it a reaction?
It is.
Then it's I'm going
You
to
can
do
only
silvery
do
barbs
one of
that.
them.
Come on,
So
roll high.
Well,
you
that
can-
works too.
when
You
it
can
hits
only
with an
use one reaction in a turn.
only one turn. Okay.
No, for the natural 20, I'm going to do. Well, DM, here's the question: I can do silvery barbs or I can do cutting words. Question is, if you're rolling with advantage, does either of those work?
Yeah, it'd still affect whatever die it chooses.
But like which die? You know what?
The wit.
Never mind. I'm just going to do cutting
yeah.
words. I'm just going to do cutting word. I'll roll a. What is my bardic? 1d6. Well, it's still 19 instead of 20.
Still hits, so.
Was
Sure,
that,
ACs.
is that
It's not
number off
hit
the
anymore.
total or is it off the die roll?
It's
Is it
from
off
the roll. From the roll.
From the roll.
From the roll.
So yeah, the 24 would still hit, just wouldn't do critical, right?
Yes. Yes.
So, where's my modifiers? Okay, I'm just gonna clear that out just so it doesn't do the crit damage, and then I'm gonna drag regular damage to Bardom, which is probably my highest roll tonight. And Yeah, he's gonna not move anymore. And Casimir, you're up.
Uh, um. Well, now I actually can do something other than just vicious mockery, I suppose. I mean, I could still. Let's try. DM, how badly do you want to actually roll for damage? Let's do this. I'm going to charm one of your signs to attacking the other. Then you get to do damage. I'm going to cast.
I don't even think they'll last another round to their turn.
Well, maybe.
They're not. They won't last. Trust me.
There's almost no chance.
Yeah, I doubt it as well.
All right.
This isn't going to last much longer.
In that case, I'm just going to do vicious mockery again. Am I targeting stuff? No. Sorry. The critical. Well, I wouldn't know. So just do this. Where is the spell? It's a fail.
3 rounds of free attacks really does sway a battle.
Yeah, it does.
And as a bonus action,
Do you have healing word?
I do not, but I can heal somebody who needs healing. I guess I could, but that was a.
The scions need all the healing they can get.
Does healing do damage to them though because they're undead?
No, it doesn't.
I don't know.
If you want to heal me, I guess you could. I could probably use a little healing, but
the healing that I have is an action. I don't have a bonus action healing.
I have enough.
Oh, bards.
Fine.
Bards always. You should always take healing word whenever possible because that's when you can do that and throw a cantrip.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Put him out of my misery.
Well, I'll do one. Well, actually, no, I can do both of them. I pull out a wand. And I didn't. Jeez, Okay. And then the other one gets the same treatment as I magic missile the hoo-ha out of him.
Probably die. Critical condition.
Let's try that again, guys. Okay, well.
Okay.
Hold on. Arcadi's like, what the hey? All right. Too many character sheets. There we go. Really? What bullshit. All right, pass the turn. All right, finish it. Finish them, Devat.
All right. I'm still hasted. I'm going to move to here. And I will cast Lightning Bolt just to the left to hit them, but not Bardem. How do I?
Just target those two and then hit your spell. There you go.
Failed. This is a bit of overkill, probably.
Wow.
Damage exceeds hit points by 33. Yeah, Gilead, you missed the one by 1 point of damage.
Okay. Okay. Look around to see if anything else is trying to kill us.
What's that? The ground starts rumbling, and up comes Tiamat.
Yeah.
I mean,
Deuces,
what happened to her
mofo.
child? Where is Eliza's daughter? I
She's,
thought she was going to pop up at some point.
yeah, they don't ever explain Eliza's daughter at all. And, okay, let's see.
I thought Eliza's daughter was the dead girl on the altar, and that her mother's ghost was over her, like mourning her.
No, that was,
That was Eliza's body.
yeah, that was Eliza's body.
Oh, okay.
And let's see. Let's see. Eliza was you put Eliza to rest. Her remains vanish. A bush of black roses suddenly blooms in the nearest cemetery, and
Oh, cool. So,
yeah, on moonless nights, a woman can be heard singing to. I guess they actually buried her child. What? Let's go back to page 1 here.
Or maybe the cemetery is Eliza, then this is the child. Huh. One of those.
Yeah, they talk about Eliza being a ghost, but not what happened to her child. Her child could have died of natural ages or natural causes and buried in a cemetery. However, for you all, the memory of Eliza and her cruel murder haunts you. And on moonless nights, you can hear the eerie crying of a woman. And if this was a campaign, I would definitely enforce this. You would have to make a DC 15 wisdom save, or
save.
you gain no benefit from the rest that night. That could be annoying.
Wow.
Yes.
And let's see. The Brisley family is very helpful for, you helping them out. They give you 5 bottles of holy water, and Nell is extremely insistent that you take a kitten who she has named Dottie. And Victor and Naomi pass along a letter of recommendation that would allow you to join the Deathbringers, a covert group of vampire hunters and undead destroyers. They tell you if you're interested in the next large city, you need to search out a tiefling named Hope if you're interested. And let's see. Cecil survived, and for de-ghosting his establishment, he offers you free rooms and ale and peach pies anytime you're in the area.
And he wants to wrestle Bardem every time he sees him.
And he hired some builders to seal off the entrance to the caverns beneath the Black Rose, so nothing like this would ever happen again on his property. More importantly, you have a lot of gold pieces and you have a deed. What are you going to do with them, and how are you going to get the gold past Cecil if you want to keep it?
We exchanged the deed for the gold.
Give him the deed, and we'll keep the gold. Have the gold in our packs, but present the deed as something we found.
I was really hoping you all would be greedy so I could fight you with Cecil, but Cecil was a little bit of a badass.
Yes, we felt that.
Well, one of you did at least.
Yeah.
Bardham's always ready for a wrestling match with Cecil.
All right, guys, I've got a boogie. I've got early sessions.
And hey, if you all didn't know, Fantasy Grounds is trying to start every other weekend or every other Saturday games. So there are several games available for play this Saturday if you want to join. I'm running 2 of them. So hope to see you.
And then don't you have another one of these coming up in like 2 weeks or something?
Yeah, I'm running games on every Thursday. So next week is a beginner-friendly game, which is first level. Hollow's Last Hope. It's a conversion from a Pathfinder module, and then
it is fun.
On the 13th, I'm running a Promise of Death, which is a 5th level one-shot.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got 2 more that I'll be running for the final 2 Thursdays, but I haven't decided what I'm running yet. But they will be posted. And for those that are interested, I'm going to post a link to my Discord. The games I'm running, besides being posted on Warhorn, I list on the events tab on my Discord.
Sounds good.
So you're all welcome to join, and definitely enjoyed it. And next time I'll make sure all the damn stats are correct.
Yeah, but
your rolls were so bad though. It was like the dice were not behind you today.
I was doomed either way.
It was sort of comical.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Are all these games always one shots, or do they do any like continual campaigns?
1 or 2 DMs might run a 2 to 3 session game, but for the most part, they're all one shots.
If you're looking for a campaign, by the way, you can join the Fantasy Grounds Gaming Lounge. Do you know?
Yeah, I just wanted to know about these ones too. But yeah, I've seen that as well for like looking for groups and stuff. Thank you. But no, it's nice to know like these are available just as like little one shots when you have a free day.
I mean, some GMs do run like on like the fantasy round, like the 4th Saturday of every month is like a game day. Some people have continuous thing going on there, but like it's like once a month campaign, so it takes a while.
Yeah, no, I one of those as well. That's why I was looking for something more frequent, and this is great, like a little one shot every once in a while.
Keep your eye out. I run a full-time campaign on Saturdays. Right now, my Saturday game's got a full table. I'm taking a break from my normal Sunday game just to free up some time where I can run these game days, because, the credit I get for running them allows me to buy new one-shots to run more.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
So, but gentlemen, I appreciate it and hope to game with you all in the future.
Thanks so much.
Greg,
Thanks for
thank
running.
you. That was fun.
And
Yeah,
you all have
thanks.
a fantastic day or evening, morning, whatever it is in your time zone.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Again, bye.
Bye.